Hey guys, so this is my completely unbiased review of GhostwriterOS. It's a software that you get with Monetize 2.0. That's Iman Gadzhi's new Make Money Online challenge program. So I recently signed up for Monetize 2.0 and I got GhostwriterOS, Synthesize.ai, and a bunch of other bonuses as part of the challenge. Okay. And I already covered a video about Synthesize.ai and my honest reviews about Monetize 2.0 in YouTube, which you can watch in my channel. And today I'm covering Ghostwriter OS, which is kind of the copywriting sidekick, assistant, or whatever you can call it, right? Essentially, they are positioning this as a specialized agent, like a marketing ecosystem that is powered by AI agents designed for like copywriters and marketers. Unlike general AI tools, our system understands marketing principles and conversion psychology. Okay, so that's what they claim it to be. And what Ghostwriter does is it basically takes in your complete camping DNA, which is all about your background, your information, your product, like your market, what are the problems and struggles, and how you solve them. They give you like a detailed form to fill out for that. And using the DNA that you fill out, they already have predefined agents for different needs in copywriting. For example, you can create ad funnels, buying profiles, change of belief ad copies, content ideas that sell, in titles for YouTube or whatever it be, like that can be used as hooks as well. Methodology, main surprising cause, landing pages, irresistible offer, and a lot of the other different types of copy. Okay. So without further ado, let's just get into it and let's understand what Ghostwriter does, right? So by default, Ghostwriter, I bought the entire program for $2,000. So that's the price of it. But again, you cannot buy this tool outside of Monetize 2.0. So essentially, if you need Ghostwriter, you would have to buy the program. And also, I would recommend that don't just buy the program for this tool because it's not that big a deal. Okay, that's kind of my version. Bottom line, what it is like it's a AI agents with pre-built prompts that pull from your camping DNA. It does save time for beginners with writer's block, but if you know how to prompt with ChatGPT or Claude, you can replicate 80%, if not 100% of this entire system in a $30 per month subscription. As simple as that. Okay. Is it worth it? Only if you're a complete beginner with no awareness of copywriting or marketing copy, or if you value a custom built tool that saves you time and don't want to really create a custom tool yourself, okay, or custom projects in ChatGPT. That is the only time when spending money just to get something like this makes sense. Okay, it's great as a add-on or as a bonus with Monetize 2.0 because that's where I feel the real value of this tool is. For me, if I had to pay for it standalone, I wouldn't be spending more than $200 to $300 a year on a tool like this because that's kind of what the intrinsic value of something like this for me is. Okay, because I can pretty much spend an afternoon and create most of these frameworks inside a custom project that is catered to my camping, right? So I would not really pay for a software like this. But again, if you're a beginner, like I said, this would definitely benefit people like beginners or people who are getting started out and they don't really understand what are the different ways you can market your product or what are the different types of copy you can write. Then this is great for you. Okay. In their pitch, they mention that it's your marketing partner, not just another AI tool. But the reality is, it's AI agents with pre-built prompts that reference your camping DNA. It's convenient, 100%. Is this revolutionary? Absolutely not. Okay, this is literally another run-of-the-mill software you can call it because at the end of the day, what are all the custom GPT templates that you're buying or what are all the different copywriting software, SaaS products that are available in the market? They're pretty much custom prompts backed with like API calls to the actual AI and it's returning a response. That's what it is. The two main components of this are the DNAs, which yesterday we created in our synthesize.ai when we did the like demo for synthesize.ai. We were able to create like a product charter. This product charter, I have taken this and I have put it inside my Claude project, which already understands a lot about me already, to basically fill out all the details of my camping DNA for YouTube Summarizer. So when you click on DNA, click on new DNA, it'll ask you for a name. You can enter it, and then you can just go ahead and fill out all these details, starting from author biography, ideal client profile, author brand voice, buying profile, persuasive promise, false beliefs, product offer and UVP, proofs, testimonials, problem, solution, etc. Right? So this, I think, to anybody who's trying to fill this out like in details, because again, if you slack at this point, then obviously your marketing copy is also going to be subpar, right? So you would definitely have to do some manual work, like maybe working with another AI, like ChatGPT or whatever it be, in order to come up with these form submissions, so that your camping DNA is kind of there, right? So for me, since I already had a custom GPT that was trained on my project, I'm going to just take all of this and start dumping it. So it's good to note that for some of these forms, it does give you an option to use an agent, which essentially is like, you can click on the high value client compass or a ideal customer profile agent or a buying profile agent. That essentially will again give you a bunch of form submissions that you need to fill out in order to get that output. And once you have that output, you can fill it here. Okay. So you can either use that or you can use this method that I'm showing you. It's all the copy for me as well. You know what? At this point, I can just take copy from like Claude because it's custom trained and don't even need to use Ghostwriter. But again, this is for everybody who wants to use the tool and wants to see the examples that it really spits out. Wait, I need to put the buying profile here, so I'll remove that. Brand voice. Okay, I will actually give the brand voice over there. Let's get it from this. It's gone into like hyper details with it's pretty much written all the copy itself, like at this point. Nah, I feel like I said, this is a great example of seeing what a custom GPT or a custom trained project can really do. It's pretty much like good to go at this point. The copy that I'm reading, I can make a few tweaks and I can even ask it for like different email sequences or whatever I need based on that, and I can just create it. But again, will this work for, but this is something that most beginners will not be able to achieve. So for them, like, a tool that is already packaged as a product with pre-trained prompts, that's where the really value lies for them. And even for me, for example, at times when I'm trying to just delegate some work to maybe a team member or a client, and I just want them to go through a process, it's much easier to give them something that is already packaged as a, step one, step two, step three product versus trying to figure out like a custom project and ask it different prompts and questions. And really, a lot of the work here has to be figured out versus, just happening automatically as we'll see in Ghostwriter. So let's call that for these. Product of NVD 10. Wow, 11 is troops. This might be and stuff. Proof testimonials. It doesn't stop. Like it's writing as if like there's no tomorrow. The last time it's being used. Who's gonna work so hard, dude? We can't beat AI at this, you know? Okay, I think it's yes. Yes, no problem solution, yes. I'm giving it way more information than I think any ghostwriter user is ever going to give it at this point. So I would just recommend that don't overthink it. Okay, I just have a lot more information because of my custom projects, but you can just write, give it enough information, and don't slack on this point at this part, because obviously, you know, you've heard of gigo, right? Like garbage in, garbage out. So in terms of like having quality output, make sure you are feeding in quality input as well. Okay, solution. Yes. Problem and another solution. So for example, this is done. So when I have created this, oh my God, we cannot save this. It has a character limit. Shit, didn't realize that. Okay, which means I'll have to cut back on a lot of things. I'm just going to randomly cut back for the sake of this video. Oops. Yep, many of these are over. And definitely the interface also is a little bit buggy, like in terms of usage. For example, like I'm trying to just scroll down here and it's going down. Okay, let's see if we delete this. Wow, we can see those jumps happening. That's kind of part of the interface problem. And I wouldn't say it's like a polished interface, very smooth experience working on this. Nope. I'm just randomly cutting back because I want to use the generation to kind of see, show you what it really generates. There's a lot of information and it's AI, so it can actually filter through the noise and it can understand if something is, you know, spelling mistake and all, it'll figure out on its own. So author brand voice also, it's a lot. I would just reduce this to crazy. This is, bro. Definitely, I just hate the interface, how it's, you know, constantly jumping because of a click. Okay, I think I would delete this. Did not solve the problem. By the way, they've actually given a convenient voice recording option, so voice typing option. So in case you are a person who wants to like just say stuff, you can just click on that and start typing. So this is good. And you can see that it took us some time to really just get the campaign DNA ready. For an average user, it will take around anywhere to from 1 to 2 hours to fill this entire form out. Okay, but it's a one-time process. Once you're done with it, you can come back and improve it later on as much as you want. And it is actually advisable to do that because over time, as you learn more about your audience, as you learn more about your customers, you should keep updating your campaign DNA. Pretty much like anywhere, whether you do it inside Ghostwriter or if you have a separate document that you maintain for your customers. So with that said, now once the camping DNS are ready, you can just go over to agents. Okay, there are around 36 agents. Okay, if you see here, there are 36 agents. Each of them, they fall into different categories and different things. So, for example, there's things for marketing and sales, there's copywriting and persuasion agents, there's content creation agents, YouTube specific agents as well, like thumbnail titles, YouTube angles, descriptions, all of that is there. Content creation agents are there, selling stories, email editor, short content scripts. Okay, and you would just realize that some of these terms, for example, you know, you would notice that change of beliefs and infinite titles, ideal client profile, all of these are pretty simple to understand, and these are coming from proven copywriting frameworks itself. Okay, so you can just click on them, and let's say you click on this, then it will basically give you you can select a DNA and you can say enter any relevant information for this agent, ideas, news, content, whatever it be. You know what, I don't need to enter anything because I have my DNA. I don't have any special instruction here, so I'll just click on generate and I will see what it does. Possibly going to take a couple of minutes. So it didn't take a long time exactly. So it took a few seconds after that, and you can see chief learning officers at Fortune 500 companies, VP of operations at multi-location service businesses, training directors at health systems, team leaders managing remote training teams, department supervisors responsible for compliance training, corporate wellness directors fighting screen time burnout, HR directors managing employee development programs. So they have many different high profile target segments that if we try to outreach or if we try to focus on, they might actually have a much bigger need or a much bigger pain, which they're willing to pay a premium for to solve this problem. And maybe we can create some customized solutions for such markets as well. So in terms of doing this kind of work, these agents are pretty good. Let me see if I generate an ad funnel, how it comes. Either I will just click on YouTube Summarizer. So here we can see that it has again created different levels of awareness. So level 5 unaware market, you might be slowly going blind for professional development. The tutorial economy is designed to steal your family time. Why 90-minute training videos could be destroying your work-life balance. The hidden cost of free learning platforms nobody talks about. Your company's training requirements might be burning out your best people. uh, then if you go for a need and problem, tired of falling asleep during mandatory training videos, your eyes burning by 2 p.m. from too much screen time, drowning in backlog of must-watch training videos, can't remember what you learned from that 2-hour tutorial last week, missing your kids' bedtime stories because of evening training sessions. So you can understand that these agents by default do a pretty good job at creating the copy. So I would definitely say this is actually a very good tool in terms of trying to save time and efficiency, because once your camping DNA is built out, you can just pretty much go inside any of these and just plug in. It does give you the option to add some extra context so that you can add more relevant stuff to it that is in the moment of what you're doing. Let's say you're planning an email campaign with for 7 days or something like that, and you already have thought out ideas about the different pillars of the email campaigns. Then you can enter that directly inside the sections that it gives you before you click generate, right? So let's say if I click on emails, it has an email editor, and you can literally just again generate stuff by using your listing and at asking it, giving it all the details, so it will create the email series for you as well. So that's kind of my feedback, and based on that you can create your own marketing flows, as in how many pieces of emails you're requiring, how many pieces of social media content or landing page ad copies, all of that. You can create your flows here, and you can see all your files in neatly stored folders in the doc os. Okay, and that is what ghostwriter really is. Okay, it's got a very simple workflow and it's pretty intuitive to use. Definitely, you will have to fill out a lot of the details yourself, but once you fill it out, I feel it is going to be very useful in generating the copy, because the copy it's generating, for me at least, I feel it's not really bad. Okay, my final verdict is I am keeping it because Ghostwriter is not revolutionary or something, but it's really convenient. Okay. Secondly, I'm not in Monetize 2.0 just for Ghostwriter OS. I'm trying to go along with the challenge. I'm trying to learn what they're doing with the digital products, and I'm trying to see what I can pick up to use for my digital products that I'm launching. And I'm definitely planning to launch some software and digital products like courses on WOP. So it's definitely something that I would be using for myself. Would I recommend to other people to go for this program that Iman Gadzhi has? Well, it depends. So if you are a complete beginner with no copywriting experience and no digital marketing experience at all, and you're starting out, this program will give you a lot of structure and hand-holding, community guidance. In fact, at this point, they have also added some bonuses that are really good for intermediate and advanced users. For example, they have added stuff from the agency accelerator of Iman Gadzhi and Sam Owen's Consulting Accelerator, and some other bonuses as well, which is great for advanced operators as well. So, all in all, I would say beginner to intermediate users definitely would find it a lot more valuable versus advanced or pro users who feel that they are really good with digital products, they can already create digital products outside of these systems. There is no need to pay $2,000 just to buy these systems. Okay, you can do all of it yourself, and maybe you can piece together some information from YouTube, which would be enough, to be honest, for you to get traction and like launch your ads. So final three takeaways are: it's a convenience tool, but not revolutionary AI. It's worth it into specific use cases, which I mentioned: beginners and people who want convenience of having things structured and delivered to them, like people who don't have the time to build custom GPTs and projects and would just pay somebody to get it done. This is great. And it's kind of a low risk investment with a guarantee, right? So they tell you that if you don't make 10x of your investment in the next 90 days or 180 days, they're going to support you as long as you need the support to get to that point, which is kind of great. So it is boiling down to the fact that whether you are really uh, up for the challenge. Do you really want to participate in this, and do you really want to proactively persevere to actually reach a point, right? It's not about the program, it's about how much effort you want to put in. Okay, it's not a magic bullet. So this tool is not going to solve the problem. You still have to take all of this and actually have to schedule it on social media, post it, email it to people, and really do stuff with it to for it to really work with you, right? So that is kind of my complete takeaway on Ghostwriter OS, guys, and completely unbiased feedback. There is a link to my WhatsApp group you can join, where the other people with Monetize 2.0 hanging out, and we're discussing about what we can do with the program, how to build products, and solving each other's problems. There's also a WAP community access that has all of Iman Gadzhi's last 7 days in the VIP training and the main sessions. All the notes from all the sessions are stored inside that, and I'm giving it away for free completely to people who are joining the WAP community. So definitely hit that link. And yeah, if you like these videos, then definitely thumbs up and subscribe to these videos. And in the comments, let me know what other topics you want me to cover, or what other software you want me to review, and I'd happily take these feedback and later on integrate it into my recording schedule. Hope you enjoyed this video. And again, if you have any questions, just leave a comment below and I will be trying to answer all of them. See us.